All right, you guys, this is your boy Scotty, and we're here for another helping of Bitch Are You Serious? So let's get into it. What's going on, you guys? This be your boy Scotty by Nature TV, and we're here for a brand new helping of Bitch Are You Series. And for those of you who are just now tuning into my channel, Bitch Are You Series are basically story times. They're pretty much what the fuck moments of my life, are very honest moments in my life. There are moments in my life that made me look back and be like, bitch, are you serious? Did you really go through that? Was that really what it was? That's exactly what this segment is about. And I titled this one Good Morning Handsome. It's basically playing off of the Mary J. Blige record Good Morning Gorgeous, okay? It's pretty much playing off of that, but it has a sentimental meaning to me. Now, I'm pretty much talking about my journey in getting my my teeth fixed and put myself in a position where I wanted to be as far as the way I wanted to look, okay? So what I'm going to do really quickly, because I'm making this video before I go to the airport and head off to Atlanta, I'm going to talk about my journey very briefly, and then I'm going to tell you why I did it, and then we're going to be up out of here, okay? So I don't expect this video to be no more than like 10 minutes at the most, 10 to 12 minutes at the most, okay? So let's get into it. So when I first started on YouTube back in 2010, my smile was pretty much decent. I had my front teeth intact. There was nothing wrong with me, period. I look back at my old videos and it was nothing necessarily wrong with them at all. But then I noticed in 2012 or 2013 is when I noticed that one of my fronts became slightly cracked, but they wasn't necessarily cracked to the point to where you could notice it. Now, if you looked at me too hard, you would notice it, but most people wouldn't even be able to notice it, so I could get away with it. But in 2014, it started to become a tad bit noticeable, but it was only one side, it was only one tooth that was cracked like that. So it wasn't so bad, but it was noticeable. So back when I was doing my videos on Housewives of Atlanta, it was probably season 7. That would be the first thing that the people, the Kenya lovers, would do when they would come at me about my opinion. They'll start dragging me about the way my mouth look. I get called yuck mouth and all of this other crazy stuff. You know what I'm saying? So it was hurtful, but I dealt with it. You know what I'm saying? So it wasn't that bad still though. I could live with it. So then 2017 is when I noticed that they were getting worse, like they were deteriorating. And now the other front is starting to look bad too. And to this day, I don't know what happened. I don't know if I was grinding my teeth in my sleep. I don't know if it's because of the excessive sodas I was drinking, because I live for a dark pop. I do. I live for it. But I don't know what it was that was causing my teeth to be the way that they were. I just don't know what it was. Right? So then, you know what I'm saying? It was like, okay, what can I do? But in 2017, I had lost one job and I had started the other one. So I didn't have any insurance at the time. I didn't have any dental insurance, no medical insurance, no kind of insurance to really get my teeth fixed because I didn't have no money to pay for it out of pocket. I didn't have the money that I got now to pay for it. So I was fucked. 2018, I didn't even file for insurance. So I was like putting it off. 2019, I went for my very first dental consultation. They did an x-ray on me. They was telling me what they would have to do and all of this other stuff. And I was just like, I don't know what I'm going to do. I didn't have any. I filed for insurance in 2019, but I waited to the last minute to do it, so I missed it. So all I had was a consultation, and they took pictures and stuff like that. So in 2020, after I had my situation with losing my home and stuff like that, I would hate to watch my videos. Like at the beginning of 2020, I would hate to look at them. Like that's when we first moved here and I was doing my videos in the closet. And I was just like, I do the videos and stuff, and then I go back to edit them, and that's all you can see. You really weren't paying attention to me. If I was the average person, that'd be the first thing I see is this right here. That would be the very first thing I see. So it was becoming unbearable and I just couldn't look at me. I hated to open up my mouth to brush my teeth. I didn't like to look at myself in the mirror. I didn't like to talk to people. I would cover my mouth every time I talk to somebody. I would cover my mouth if I laugh. Like I would do all of that because I just wasn't comfortable with it. I just wasn't. I wasn't comfortable with it at all. I just did not feel good about myself at all because of that. It didn't make me feel good. I did not feel handsome. I didn't feel presentable. I did not feel wanted. I did not feel anything, even though it didn't stop the niggas from beating on my doors. Even though I had a fucked up grill, they still was knocking on my doors, and they were still doing me wrong too. But at the same time, I didn't have a problem with with getting a man. I just didn't feel good about myself. I would compare myself to the people that they would date before me. They had great smiles and all of that stuff. And even then, like, people would compliment me all the time and say that I'm handsome. And I'd be like, yeah, you saying that now, but you wouldn't be saying I'm so damn handsome when I open up my mouth. You know what I'm saying? That's how I was feeling. And I just couldn't take it no more. So I decided to make an appointment and go to the dentist for a consultation. They looked at my mouth up for another consultation. From the moment I got there, they said, "This is what we're gonna do. This is how this is gonna work. You got to get this done. You got to get that done. You got to get this done." So they decided to start on me from the day I came in. It was July 2020. From the moment I came in, it was just like, you know what I'm saying. They finna go ahead. So they started on the first two at the front that looked the worst. It was cracked at worst. So they had to do a root canal on it and they had to build it up. So I was walking around for like 4 or 5 days with one big front tooth at the front of my mouth. Thank God we were wearing masks so no one could see it. And when I would do my videos for that whole week, I had like a mask on my face so wouldn't nobody see me. So if you go back to any videos like around July the 4th, I had a mask on doing videos because I was having dental work done. Then the second time, they only built the second one up, and then it was like, okay, so your fronts are good. Now we got to get your two sides. So they did my sides. They did one side in August, the other side in September. The second week of September, I cracked this particular side, so I had to go back and get it fixed. So basically, what you saw in my mouth from 2020 till now were buildups. So they said you're gonna have your buildups put in, and then at the beginning of the year, we're gonna put your crowns on. So then in January of last year, instead of doing my crowns, they decided to go ahead and give me two root canals on the side of my mouth. So they gave me my two root canals, and then in July they gave me my cleaning, and then they told me in January I got to come back and get the rest of my mouth done. So last month I went to the dentist. They were getting ready to they told me it's time for me to get my crowns, which is what I got now. So what they did was they grinded my teeth down, all four at the top. They grinded them down, and then they gave me temps. So for 3 weeks, I was wearing temporary crowns in my mouth. Had to be extra careful with them because they were fake. They were temporary crowns in my mouth. So then, and I had my wisdom tooth pulled out within the same week. So then on Valentine's Day, I went to the dentist, and this is what you got. Now I got all four crowns in my mouth. And I got to get used to them. I'm trying to get used to them because, you know what I'm saying? They're new. So I got to get used to it. It alters the way I talk. And I already have a lisp already. So being that I already got a lisp and these teeth are at the top, it makes it even worse. It makes my lisp even more prominent, but it doesn't even matter. I don't care. Long as I look the way that I want to look, it is fine with me. You know what I'm saying? So when it came down to it, I felt good. And there was a lot of people that was looking at me and it was like, well, why did you go get your teeth fixed? Your chipped tooth was your trademark. And I don't like it when people tell me that, because whether or not you feel like that's my trademark, it was something that I hated about myself. I didn't like it. And you know what I mean? Like I've always said, I don't know how to take compliments from people. When people say I'm handsome and things of that nature, I don't know how to take that because not many people tell me that. A lot of gays are catty. A lot of gays have called me ugly. A lot of gays have said I was ugly. A lot of gays don't like me, and that's just okay. But it is what it is. I've always had a battle with self-esteem. I used to always think that was the reason why I could not have a successful relationship, because I wasn't cute. I wasn't this and that. I used to blame my looks for the reason why my channel wasn't growing the way that I wanted it to. I do feel like as a gay content creator, you do have to look and act a certain type of way to get a gay audience. As you can see, only 9% of my audience are men. The other, what, 89% are women. Go figure. So it is what it is. So I was thinking a lot of stuff like I never thought that I was cute. I never thought that I was handsome. TLC's Unpretty was an anthem for me all the time because that's just how I felt. I never felt like I was handsome. I never felt like I was worthy. I never felt like I was A1. And I did not feel A1. I said, I'm not going to feel A1 until I get my teeth fixed. Yes, my body is okay. Like I could use a couple of push-ups and shit, but my body's okay. I've gained a little bit of weight. I look better with the weight gain. Yes, I got great skin. My eyebrows are always on fleek. My haircut is fine. I'm good. I can dress. I'm fine. But my mouth is what's more important to me. And that's what I noticed the most out of everything. I could care less about this, about what I got on. I could care less about the jewelry or whatever else. I don't care about any of that. All I know is that I wanted to have a smile that I was proud of. And now I have one that I'm proud of. And I could not be any happier. And that was the best birthday gift that I could have. So I've been working on this journey to getting the smile that I want to have for like over a year and a half. And I finally got it. I finally got it. And now I feel good about myself. Now I can look at myself and say, good morning, handsome. I can say that because now I feel like I'm handsome. Now I feel like it's good. So, like I said, I'm not going to sit up here and lie. When I would read these comments and people would talk about the way my mouth look and shit like that, yeah, that hurt my feelings because I was already dealing with that eternally anyway. So when somebody else points it out on a very public platform, it hurts. I'm not going to lie, it did. But can't tell me nothing now. Can't tell me nothing now. You can't. You really can't. At this point, you really can't tell me anything because now I know I'm the shit now. So it is what it is. So pretty much, this was a quick ass bitch. Are you serious for you guys? Basically, good morning, handsome for any man out there that has ever felt or dealt with self-esteem issues or low self-esteem or whatever. Just look at this video and just say to yourself, if there's anything that you want to do to improve yourself, anything you want to do to heighten your self-esteem, do that because I did it. And with that being said, you guys, I'm out of here. Be sure to like, rate, comment, subscribe, and share this video and click the notification bell so you can be notified whenever a video drops. Also, if you want me to follow you on any form of social media, my Twitter and my IG will be down below. But you have to hit me up in the DMs on IG with the hashtag Mrs. Team Scotty if you want me to follow you back because I do follow back there. With that being said, you guys, your boy is out of here. Until my next video, I'll holla at y'all later.